This is My New York Voice of a Professional, episode number 3. We invited Daniel N. He is a principal architect of BAM Creative, which is an architectural firm located in Middletown, New York. He is the second generation of Korean American. He will share his immigration background and professional career journey as an architect. So please welcome him with a round of applause.
Yeah, so my name's Daniel An. I'm an architect and a principal at BAM Creative. Very recently rebranded as BAM Creative. Previously, we went by BAM Architecture Studio. Second generation Korean American, pretty much born and raised in New York. And parents emigrated in the early 70s and my dad in the 80s to New York as well. And, we've been here ever since. BAM, we focus on 4 service offerings, architecture and interior design, which is pretty common for an architectural design firm. But part of that rebranding actually included branding media as well as strategic action. Usually architecture and interior design doesn't need that much more explanation, but the branding media was something that we were offering to clients more informally as it came up in projects. And it seems like now more than ever it's become more important within corporate America and kind of within the business arena, possibly because of the increase in social media attention. Everybody is expected to have a very strong social media presence. There are a number of different platforms. So that kind of messaging and branding is so critical, not just for external marketing with, retail businesses or consumer businesses, but really internal marketing as well for an employee institution or some organization to really curate the culture of one's organization. And that really falls in line with integrating the physical space, which we're very accustomed to as architects and interior designers in creating and formulating, but also these virtual environments now. So the colliding those two worlds, really, this physical space as well as virtual space, and making sure it's seamless as possible. With the 4 market sectors that we actually work in are healthcare, science and technology, entertainment media, and workplace. So healthcare is actually a good example of this in telemedicine and the new kind of method of consultation, particularly during the pandemic. A patient, they'd expect the same level of care and services as they do from a virtual consult as well as an in-person consult. And even to say their experience on a mobile app of your healthcare provider. So it just made sense to us to incorporate that also in our service offering. It's getting legs now, and we're developing a portfolio of work that we've already done, as well as seeking out the clients that are kind of share that same vision that it really should meld together. Strategic actions more so for communication services and change management, just because the clients that we deal with, the reason they go through, let's say, a big renovation or a site relocation, it's usually tied to something larger that's happening at that organization, whether there's restructuring, rebranding, repositioning, and a lot of those things changing all at once could be very confusing for employees, more so internally looking. So the service that we offer is usually a web-based platform that the client can use as a very, very singular and central point of communication, so that all different stakeholders as well as end users know exactly what's going on and how the leadership wants to convey that to them. It reduces the chance of a rumor mill and false expectations and just misaligned expectations, to get everybody on the same page. So that's a little kind of more of a summary of BAM.
So where is your company located, in Manhattan?
Our office in New York is just by the Flatiron Building, close to Madison Square Park.
Streets, near street.
Oh yeah, sure. It's on 24th Street.
24th Street.
Yep, between 5th and 6th Avenue.
Okay.
So we're at West 30 West 24th Street.
All right. Oh, okay.
And we have an office also in LA, which is more downtown LA.